Space, the final frontier. At least I think it is. I don't really know, but what I do know is, if you didn't look at the thumbnail of the video, or read the title, we will be talking about LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Basically just Batman in space. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. The only reason I think space is cool is because my boy Batman went up there. Despite the infinite ways you can die up there, somehow my boy Batman found a way to make it cool. I feel like if you were to put Batman in anything, or have him do anything, or touch anything, he'd automatically make it cool. I'm pretty sure that's why they had him slap Robin. Bad jokes aside, I will be doing my best to analyze this game and hopefully figure out if it's my favorite LEGO game. We probably won't get the answer until I do my LEGO City Undercover video, so hopefully stay tuned for that. This video will be broken up into 2 parts. In the first part, I'll be talking about the graphics, all the areas, and just the overall feel of the game. And in the second part, I will give you a brief summary of the story and whether I think it's good or bad. And with all that out the way, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of the video. I think this game is an amazing representation of the phrase show, don't tell. Obviously the name of the game is LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and it's clear from the environments to most of the levels that the developers took the naming of this game very seriously. I think they did a really good job not only in telling you that you're not in Gotham, but also showing you that you're not. I think this part of the game is integral to what makes this game unique. It's what makes this game special in my opinion, from the story that has you going all around the galaxy and also being able to explore various planets to being able to go on the actual moon. This game stays so faithful to its title. That's really cool in my opinion. I know a lot of people may not think that this part is important, but to me, I think this is what makes this game very special. The willingness to branch off and to do something so different from the previous games. It's honestly very cool in my opinion. Instead of getting that Gotham City that's always dark, for some reason always raining, we get these lush environments, with each planet being unique in its own right. Now, to be fair, not all the locations are located in space, but none of them are located in Gotham. Now, I know what you're thinking, how well do the graphics complement the overall aesthetic of this game? And I would say it does a fine job. Let's not forget, we are playing a LEGO game, and it's one thing to look at all these cool areas in this game, but it's a completely different feeling to explore them. Each area is packed to the brim with side quests, races, and of course gold bricks, as it wouldn't be a LEGO game without gold bricks. Exploring these areas, in my opinion, never gets old, each of them always having something fun and unique to offer, whether it being the Hall of Justice literally having a whole other area inside of it, or the Batcave having multiple rooms for you to explore. But like all things, it does get boring eventually, and we all know the best way to combat boredom is with variety, and the amount of characters you can pick from including DLC, it's a lot. Although I think it's questionable that some of these characters made into the game. Like, who even is Condiment King? The Music Meister? Okay, he's actually kind of cool, but Polka Dot Man? Polka Dot Man? You see my point. Hopefully. With such a wide variety of characters, I usually just stick with the same ones. They all just kind of blend in together in the end. And I mean, how could they not? There's an overwhelmingly amount of characters in this game. I've learned so many different villains and heroes in this game. Eventually, you're just going to pick that one guy who has like 12 different powers and get on with your life. But overall, I think this part of the game is very good. I think it's a very enjoyable experience from start to finish, and with so much to do and explore, and there's so many things to collect, you can easily sink a lot of time into this game. With all that good stuff out the way, it is time to summarize the story. Huge spoiler warning if you want to experience the story yourself. I suggest you click off or just skip to the end of the video. Alright, we start off in space and a bunch of floating people with rings are fighting each other. If any of these dudes or dudettes remind you of Green Lantern, well, you're right on the money. They're all lanterns just like him. Thinking the story is a giant flashlight and each of them is a AA battery. You'll understand why later. The main villain of the game, Brainiac, calls them all out here for one specific reason, to capture them, and that's exactly what he does. Back in Gotham City, our boy Batman and that guy Robin are having fun sewer adventures while chasing down Killer Croc. After clapping his cheeks and cornering him, for some reason, Robin thinks it's a great idea to run directly into the line of fire. Of course, being the Giga Chad he is, Batman saves him, but their efforts are in vain. He escapes, and we learn that he's working with a bunch of really bad guys, and their whole goal here was to break into the Watchtower. You would think it'd be hard to break into a high-tech space station with literal superhumans on there, plus aliens with superpowers. I mean, if there was an any percent speed run to break into this place, I think these guys would have the world record. It literally took them like 3 minutes to get in there. Meanwhile, Batman gets brainwashed for like 3 seconds, Robin snaps him out of it, and they head up to the watchtower. Martian Manhunter literally gets cooked alive, Batman and friends eventually take the bad guys out, and they immediately team up because Brainiac, the guy from the beginning of the game, wants to shrink the planet. And we can't have that, so the good guys team up with the bad guys to take out a super bad guy. And over the course of all this happening, Green Lantern gets captured. Meanwhile, for like the 50th time, Brainiac is making good use of his AA batteries and starts shrinking the planet. Batman and friends plus associates now, don't forget, we teamed up with the bad guys, invade his ship to try to stop him, and they just make everything worse. They overheat the AA batteries and the energy hits some of our heroes, completely changing their personalities, and Brainiac escapes. Oh yeah, and before all of this happened, I forgot to mention that Robin literally gets eaten, and they also allude to the fact that Killer Croc ate Dr. Fate. I just thought that was hilarious. It's so dumb, but still hilarious. Alright, back to the story. They eventually track down Brainiac and catch him. Spoiler, he will escape. But that doesn't matter right now, because we have to go to every single Lantern's planet and get one of their lanterns to reverse what Brainiac did to our planet and to our super friends. Well, that was our fault. We gotta fix our own problems here. Come on, people. Alrighty, our heroes use Superman's Fortress of Solitude to harness the energy of the lanterns so that we can return the planet to its normal size and fix everyone's personality. But wait, there's more. Brainiac escapes and he hypnotizes Superman, but Batman left all his kryptonite in Gotham, which is currently in a bottle. So the only thing he can do is beat Superman with the power of friendship, and it works. They all live happily ever after. They defeat Brainiac, they throw him in prison, and he literally, I guess, sorta-ish, kind of escapes in the end cutscene. And that's the story of LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, summarized to perfection. Okay, listen. Either my summarizing skills aren't as good as I thought they were, or this story was all over the place. I think it's a bit of both, but out of LEGO Batman or LEGO Batman 2, this story is my favorite. I feel like LEGO Batman 2 has a more solid story overall, but there's something about this story that just gets me. This story doesn't really take itself seriously at all, and I think that's what I love about it. The amount of charm oozing out of this story is just phenomenal. From the dialogue to the animations, everything about it just seems great to me. I definitely do recommend it. Okay. Overall, I still don't know if this is my favorite LEGO game, but if you were wondering if you should check this one out, I absolutely think you should if you're a LEGO fan. There's so much to love here, and there's so much fun to be had. It is overall a really good and solid game in my opinion. Whether it's the story, or the atmosphere, the environments, this game offers so much, and I haven't spoiled every secret the game has to offer yet, so fun secret stuff you can find and stuff. Alrighty, overall, I think this is a legit experience for any LEGO fan. And with that, I hope you enjoyed my LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham video. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm pretty sure LEGO City Undercover is going to be my favorite LEGO game. Spoilers.